on my own way, but never looking back to those who lived in fear. There was nothing I could do, there was nothing you said that could make me realize how much lucky I was. Just out of reach of the fire, was not aware of the time now. But when I start to see those eyes speaking for help, speaking for hope, just need to open my eyes now to try to change them to sunshine, to be someone among others. I can try. If I bleed tonight, if I accept tonight, I don't
welcome race fans here tonight at Atlanta Motor Speedway here, where NORA Oval Racing is going to take on this tricky old track here tonight. It's going to be a good race. They are now starting to put down their qualifying laps and see who gets to get up there on the P1 position here with 7 minutes to go. I am here accompanied by Zach Hall and Brian Johnson, or known as Soda Can Johnson. How you guys doing here tonight?
Hello.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
All right. Hey, I'm doing good. How you guys? I guess you guys are doing okay, huh?
Yeah, doing pretty good. Excited for this race, definitely. As Atlanta's one of my favorite tracks, just really excited tonight for here at the NORA again.
Yeah, well, so far it looks like we have Ethan Lane right now. He's put it up there on the pole as of right now with a 29.6.
Yeah,
as he just hopped off the track. Everybody hopped off the track.
I think Ethan is he's a new guy here. I haven't seen him in our first couple races here, but definitely showing a quick pace here at the beginning of this qualifying session here, and he even led the practice times too. So with Donald Etcher, who was also second on the board in practice, the second on the board qualifying, and I believe they're both under zero gravity racing, if I'm correct. And so that's teammates on the pole right there, starting on the first row right now at the moment. And just interesting to see where maybe our winner from Daytona, Josh Conover in the 9, where he qualifies, because he was pretty quick in practice also.
Yeah, he was pretty quick, but I don't think he'll have anything for the top 3. But I really don't think he's going to qualify here. I think he's going to try to start from the back. Maybe he's expecting some early carnage. But our top 5 right now is separated by a little more than half a tenth. So that up there is going to be really interesting to watch as the race goes on, and see who are the comers and goers in the top 10.
Yeah, are you guys getting a black screen? Is iRacing having problems tonight?
I think it's because, Robert, you're on a car that is not here. Like, have you tried, like, they've already completed their 2 laps or whatever. If they've already done their 2 laps, then their car is like in the garage, almost, you could say.
Yeah.
So you may have to, like, if you click on Donald Etcher and the 1, if it doesn't pop up for him, then I don't know.
Yeah, the 1's good.
Yeah.
9's good, and 54.
Okay.
3 cars be sitting on pit road, so.
Yeah, I'm looking at the live stream too. I see what you're saying. It's just blacked out.
Yeah, I just got a black screen and don't know why it gave me a black screen, but just give me a second and I will fix it.
Right. Nothing major changing on our leaderboard right now. We got the 6 of Ethan Lane on top. The 1 of Donald Etcher in second. 06 of Cody Smith, who I believe is a new car too. I haven't seen him be a part of any of the races so far. So 06 and Cody Smith also showing a newcomer, showing some strong pace. Tyler Duggan in the 42, who's always seems like he's a man always around the front. 22 and Nicholas Alfa round out our top 5.
Yeah, so while we're waiting for our technical difficulties to get straightened out here, Zach, what do you think is going to be the key to winning tonight's race? How do you think is going to be the best way for these drivers to handle their car?
Well, we're going to see guys sliding around a lot tonight. We don't have that high of a track temp right now. It's 87 degrees. It is clear outside, so that does help. No cloud coverage blocking the track, and it's 65 degrees. Our air temperature is pretty low, so we do have a lower track temp. We got a 50% fuel load, which is going to tighten these cars up a little bit. So I don't believe we're going to see too lucid conditions tonight, but I definitely have a feeling it's Atlanta, so you're always going to have some rear end sliding out a little bit at some point. And it's really going to come down to who plays their strategy right tonight with, saving tires at the beginning runs. And with a 50% fuel load, we're not going to have a one-stop race with the 82-lap race. We'll most likely have a 2-stop. So just going to be really interesting to see how, will these guys get to the point where they're loose? Because I know a 50% fuel load definitely helps tighten the car up a bit, and with this lower track temp, as Josh Conover jumps to 3rd on the board too. There we go, Brian. See, he did jump up to top 3.
Yeah, I watched him going around the track, and I saw him come out of 2 and go into 3, get through 3 and 4. I was like, he's gonna put up a top 5 lap time right here. And sure enough, he did. It's 7:07. So we got the top 3 separated by 30 foul. That's dragster slang.
Yeah, 30 hundreds.
300s, 30,000s.
Yeah, same. That's true. That's true. Wow. Yeah.
It's all the same.
It's all the same in the same book. But Ethan Lane definitely, like I said, he's a newcomer here, and he's in the 6 car. He's on the pole right now with the 29.67, and we only got about less than 2 minutes here before we start gridding up. But like I said, Atlanta is always a track. The tires are going to come into factor. You're either going to get super tight or you're going to get super loose. So it's going to be to see who can manage their stuff and have the best throughout a whole run, because we've seen long green flags in this league and green flag stops. So you gotta come into here thinking about the long run and not thinking this thing's going to go short every time, because we're going to constantly get cautioned. So this is one of the leagues that definitely with a higher car count field, they can keep it clean and green, and I think that's what we'll see tonight. I think guys are it's gonna be an interesting race. I think who plays the strategy with pitting the right time and saving their stuff better than anybody will come out of here the victor tonight.
Yeah, I think early in this race, the story might be survival, because these drivers, I'm sure some of them know how the car is going to react, but at the same time, for a lot of these drivers, it's a new territory for them. So it might be a story of survival here at the beginning, but we're about to find out here as they'll be gridding up in about 30 seconds.
Yeah, and you so you can get you a mouthful right here, Brian.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the number 1's already sitting on pit road. He's like, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, Donald looks like he's ready to go. That's for sure, Robert.
Yeah, but iRacing's going to say, no, you're not. I'm going to throw you somewhere. And then put him back on the track.
Yeah, we got the number 1 man and number 2 man, Ethan Lane and Donald Etcher, teammates there. So Zero Gravity Racing sweeping the front row here. I believe that's the first time we've seen the teammates sweep the front row here in qualifying. So be interesting to see if they can do the same at the end of the race. But there's a lot of stuff to play out, and whoever comes out the winner is definitely going to deserve it here tonight. As I think they're starting to grid up. Brian, you might want to run through the grid.
Let's begin the grid. So tonight, sitting on your pole is going to be Ethan Lane, starting second outside pole, Donald Etcher. Those 2 guys are teammates, like we've been saying. Josh Conover, who I doubted, which I shouldn't have, is going to start 3rd here. Cody Smith, 4th. Tyler Duggan, 5th. Nicholas Alford, 6th. Zach Gaudet, 7th. Colin Hoffman, 8th. Bryce Whitson Jr., 9th. Jim Chisholm, 10th. Stephen Armstrong, 11th. Roy Crump, 12th. Ed Sauls, 13th. David Keynes, 14th. Billy Stanley, 15th. Nick Van, 16th. Carson Obb, 17th. Jake Boyer, 18th. Stephen Dean, 19th. Cody Hall, 20th. Craig Schroeder, 21st. Blake Brady, 22nd. Scotty Brown, 23rd. Jason Salter, 24th. Scott Marlin, 25th. Coy Pennington, actually, it's a little bit jumbled up down there. Jason Conover is going to be starting 26th. Cameron Thompson, 27th. Keith Hatcher, 28th. And then Coy Pennington is going to round out the field, 29th.
Yeah, and those drivers that you just said are not even showing up on the grid. Did they even put down a qualifying lap?
I do know there was one car who was not allowed to do a qualifying lap.
Cameron, our last week's winner in the truck, he actually did grid. He just didn't qualify. I believe Keith did. I don't see Coy in a 15. I see Cameron and Jason Conover too. Josh Conover's younger brother. I don't see him.
Okay.
Well, he just reconnected. He did actually manually disconnect and reconnect, so he may be able to make it here. He might miss the grid, but fortunate for Jason, he might get a chance here to get caught up with a caution or something.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Yeah, because they didn't show up on when you ran through the grid on my screen, so iRacing didn't pick them up apparently somewhere along the line.
Oh, there it is. manually disconnected again, so I think he's having some technical difficulties. The iRacing bug must be going around.
Yeah, right. Even got I think Ed Sauls in the 81. Yeah, I think Ed Sauls had to start from the rear field because he missed the driver meeting, I believe. He qualified 13th, so he'll be dropped to the rear to start 29th or 28th, I believe. Yeah, 28th tonight.
So how many laps can they get on a fuel with 50%? About 30 laps?
I would say around 28. 28. Yeah, I think maybe 26, 28. I don't know. It's hard to say. I know you can get about 55. I'd hope out of a tank. It's been so long since I ran the Xfinity car here. It's been almost, I'd say, a couple months, so I'm just not used to the 50% fuel load. But these guys will definitely have a few pit stops here for sure.
All right, well, we're going to get this bad boy ready to roll. As the pace car goes in, we're going to get ready to go crazy fast, ladies and gentlemen.
Green flag,
and green's out. Boogity, boogity, boogity. I'll take. Whoa,
yellow.
We have a yellow. We have a wheel spin on somebody sitting against the wall.
Cody Hall in the 81. He was on this. Is that the 81 or is that 61? 61. Sorry, Cody Hall here. He's stuck in the wall too. He he caught the safer barrier right there, and it. Sometimes, unfortunately, on iRacing here, you can hit the wall so hard you're stuck to it. So Cody probably have to tow, unless he can somehow fortunately get that off. I saw another car also.
Yeah, he's sitting down on pit road. Let's see if we can go back on the replay and see exactly what happened with the 61 here as they take off, ready to go green. Oh, and he just wheel spun it right into the wall and got stuck.
Yeah, there were a couple guys that did that. They got on the throttle and the car just went straight right. And unfortunately for Mr. Hall there, he ended up in the wall and he's gonna be stuck.
Yeah, that's unfortunately. I guess, you know, if the green track like this so far, no rubber put down, it wouldn't be a good thing to, you know, start in second gear here with the horsepower behind these things. I know you can get a lot of wheel spin with them.
Yeah, it just kind of depends on how good you are with your right foot. Because Atlanta, especially in that outside lane up there, there's going to be more wheel spin in the outside lane than the inside lane. So you definitely really have to be careful when you're restarting on the outside lane with, you know, direct sunlight on the track. And like you said, a green track, that also has a little bit to do with it. But yeah, it's starting third gear is going to be a lot slower for sure on takeoff. Like, it'll be the safe way to go if you feel like you can't do it, but starting in second gear, you especially on new tires, is going to be the best time. So this is going to be worse for the guys because nobody came down pit road because they just took off really out the box. It won't be too much worse, but tires definitely did go through a little bit of heat there, different transfer. But at least these guys know what to expect now. I'm sure a lot of guys didn't practice that. It's something that can surprise you sometimes because some tracks don't have it, and this is a track that you have lots of wheel spin. And like Brian said, it's just how good your right foot is in managing that and not getting too aggressive on the start and let the wheels slowly hook up. And if you do all that, it'll go. But once you break traction once, it's hard to regain it. So really, these guys just got the buckle or tighten up the belts a little bit here, just get their minds back in the game. As I think I'll have a few guys come down, of course, because I think some guys take some damage. I saw one car go off in the grass, but it's something that happens at these racetracks. But and I'm sure last week in the truck, the guys didn't really have any wheel spin, and these cars with a little more power in them, they'll light them rear tires up for sure. And it's something I like. I definitely like when there's wheel spin on a restart. It's not just throw the gas down and go. It's more methodical, and it makes restarts more exciting too, because you'll have guys that spin the tires and guys that don't. So we'll have comers and goers, but I think they're already getting. Is this going to be green right here? Well, pace car lights are still on, so we'll have one more lap at least. Yeah, it'll be one to go this time by. But yeah, these guys are going to have to, on these restarts, they're going to have to channel their inner John Force and work that right foot. Have the little pedal fests going on.
Yeah, definitely pedaling going on when you're taking off at Atlanta. And Ethan Lane, I noticed he did have a little bit of wheel spin, but he actually corrected that wheel spin very fast, and he had a really good restart. So I'm sure our leader is feeling pretty confident. So most of the front 6 rows here, I'd say, had pretty good restarts. Just a few rows back, a few guys struggled with it, and it can surprise you. Like I said, a lot of times you don't practice that a lot. It's some guys sometimes should probably think about practicing, but it's just something that it doesn't come up a lot of times in your thoughts. You get in racing, you say, "Oh wow, I have to do this now," and then at other tracks where it doesn't do it, it can play tricks on your mind when you come to a track where it does. So.
Yeah, another thing, these guys, their nerves are up. It's the beginning of the race, and it's first start of the race. You want to get a good start to your race and pass a couple cars right off the bat. So they're already, as soon as that green flag drops, it's boom down to the floor. So they're just gonna have to keep that in mind, especially as the race winds down. If we get a late caution, just gonna have to remember that. So it's very vital.
The interesting restart we have here with the Hostility cars single file on the back because of the pitting there at the end of the caution, but looks like the pace car's about to pull off here.
Okay, that's what that is. I was wondering what it was.
All right, well, we're going to wait for that pace car to go in here as these guys are going to get freaky and fast once that green comes out, and green's out. Wow, I didn't even hear the green flag.
Yeah, I still have
green flag.
Wow, there's the green
There
flag.
it is.
Yeah.
A little laggy, but
I was having a few
anyway.
things there.
All right,
but,
so it's not me. Yeah, so they took green flag in turn 1, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, they're already pretty spread out here. We're single file, almost up through the top 5, and a 6-car Ethan Lane, he's set himself a pretty good gap there to 2nd place with his teammate. And Josh Conover just sitting there waiting. Well, as I say that, the one
car goes to the lead there.
opens the door for the 9 car.
Yeah, the 9 car's gonna look on the inside of Ethan here.
Just gonna let him go. Oh, and he's gonna shut the door on Tyler.
Yeah, I think Ethan's looking for the long run here. He's saying, go ahead and burn your stuff up, guys. Go out there and run out there. But we'll see how Ethan comes back at this. Donald Etcher in the 1, making a great pass, and following him through is the 9 and Josh Conover. Those two battled in the trucks very hard here at Atlanta. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out for these two again. Will they end up battling for the win?
Yeah, they're both great drivers, great competitors, and that they really do have a lot of respect for each other, which is really cool. Which is why they can put on these close races like they do.
Yeah, and you see Josh getting right up next to the rear end of Donald, really pressuring him here. Donald's doing a great job. Josh is going to have a little bit of a run coming out of 2 here. He's going to decide to not go on the inside. He's just going to stay there in his mirror and create that Napa picture in his rearview mirror. As Donald's doing a great job through 3 and 4, though, as these guys are neck and neck.
Yeah, Josh really wants this lead right now. He's definitely let Donald know it. But Donald's doing a great job so far, is just maintaining his pace and maintaining his line. And I really don't think Josh is going to try to pass him on the inside here.
It's just about a third, too.
Way too hard to keep it down there. I think that we're going to see that a lot tonight, is people wanting to try to pass on the outside.
Definitely. Tyler Duggan made his move there, so we got teammates of Josh Conover and Tyler at Flatline Motorsports here. Up to 2nd and 3rd. Josh is pressuring for the lead. Tyler just passed Ethan Lane into 6th for 3rd. So Tyler moving up in that Tennessee Vols machine while he sees his teammate up front trying to get the lead from Donald. So we got a really big gaggle of cars back here.
6 is looking on the outside of Tyler again, but Tyler had a great entry into 3, so he's able to hold him off for now. As the top 2, Josh is pushing the leader to give themselves a bigger lead. They've kind of distanced themselves from the rest of the pack.
Yeah, Yeah, these two are running really good together. It's been neck and neck, and Josh is doing a good job of being right there on the bumper, but not, not overdriving it and taking Donald out. He's getting off earlier than him and letting it roll, and then meeting him at the middle and off. So,
hey, you think he's trying to save fuel?
Probably not that. He's just probably, like I said, he's probably just right here behind Donald, just trying to keep him in the mirror, lift a little bit earlier, maybe save a little bit of tire, really not overdrive the car, and pounce on when he makes a mistake. Put the ball in his court to make a mistake, really, and that's what I feel like Josh is doing. I mean, he had certainly multiple runs where he could have looked inside and forced it, but he's definitely playing the long game. But you never know. These races are mind games. Donald could completely be pacing himself right now. That's a lot of times when the leader's out there, there's no reason to go get a big lead. You're just burning your stuff up usually doing that. So you want to get that big lead as the run goes on. You don't really want to get a huge lead to start because you know you're definitely pushing harder.
And meanwhile, towards the back near Jason Salter in 17th, got some pretty good battles going on. We just had a couple passes, and these cars are really racy back here.
Well, yeah, if you look right there in the 17, Cameron Thompson, he's up to 18th. He started 27th, and then that Mountain Dew machine there. He was our winner in the truck. He's moved his way up through this field pretty quickly, and see what he can do. Maybe come up here and contend for another win at Atlanta. As back in again for third. The battle rages on for third. So you got Ethan Lane just sitting there riding, looking to take the bottom of Tyler Duggan, but he's being very patient. Ethan Lane in that 6, and it's been a good battle between him and the 42, with the 06 of Cody Smith right and tail behind him, with Zach Gaudette in 54.
Yeah, he's looking. He's trying to get a decent run out of one of these corners, like he is going to right now. I think he's going to clear him coming out, which he does, and now that leaves the door open for the 06. And Tyler, all of a sudden, he doesn't know what happened, but he's losing positions.
Whoa.
Ooh.
The 06 almost ran in the back of the 6.
Yeah, that really hurt the 06's momentum there, and Tyler's might get back around him here.
Do you think Tyler might have burned off his his tires too quick here on this run?
Well, we're 16 laps in. These guys are definitely going to start feeling the conditions of what you did in this first 16 laps. So it is very possible, Robert. He pushed very hard to get by that 6 car. I noticed when he drove it into 3 one time to clear him, he drove it in super deep. So I know he was definitely on that thing. He's trying to stay ahead of the 06 here, and that 54 is Zach Gaudette and Cody Smith in the 06. As that 6 car continues his march away from him, as Tyler Duggan does clear there. So he did a good job just to lose 1 position from that right there instead of multiple. As Ethan Lane, he's chopping the tents out, guys. He's been the fastest car these last few laps. And,
he was quicker than a 10th. He was quicker by the leader. He was quicker than the leader for the last 2 laps, is what I'm trying to say.
He was trying to spit it out, everybody. Just, his whistle was dry. But
tongue got twisted.
Yeah, and as I saw Ethan coming off the corner there off of 2, he flirted with a little bit of the wall coming off of 2, and he really got that thing out there. It almost tapped it, but he's continuing. That last time by, he was slower earlier, but he did have a pretty big mistake off of 2. We'll see this next time by how much, if he can keep continuing to gain that time, because maybe he saved a little bit, but they're going to be coming to pit stops soon too, so you can't save too much with this 50% fuel load.
Yeah, that's something I've always really liked. Since we run 100% fuel, is that I can really baby the tires for as long as I want to, and then make a good run. But when you got 50% fuel like these guys do here, you're right, Zach. You can't save too much, or then you're not using as much of the tire as you could.
Yeah, it's really a risk versus reward, but I still think Ethan is definitely the quickest man right now. He was about 2 tenths quicker than our front 2 right here last time by. So it'd be interesting to see where when these guys pit, where will Ethan be, compared to them, because they're gonna have to stretch the fuel as long as they can go, unless you're gonna be doing a 3-stop.
Yeah, and if I was these guys right here, I would be trying to hold him back, because as soon as he gets the lead and starts making some distance on you, it's going to be hard to make that up if this thing goes green.
Yeah, that's for sure. Brian, is our leader Donald, just, man, all out of shape there. He's going to lose a lot of momentum here with a big lift and slide. He is definitely struggling with the right rear right now.
Yeah, you can just see
he made the pass. Yeah, I can hear him throttling it right now from my camera view. And Ethan Lane, his teammate, I don't know how hard Donald's going to make this on him here as we're 22 laps into this run. Which they did have a caution, so they can stretch fuel farther here if they were smart about saving under that caution. As Donald's really loose out of 4. I think this is going to be a pretty easy pass here for Ethan, as he's definitely got the superior tires right now.
Yeah, we have a vehicle coming down pit road.
Oh, we do.
It looks like it's Billy. Billy Stanley.
Yeah. Billy Stanley, yeah, he's on pit road getting his stop here on lap 2. He's it looks like he's 3 laps down, unfortunately, for Billy. So got a little bit of right front damage. So he might have got caught up in a little bit of something there.
Yeah, I think he got caught up in that restart, or the start of the race wheel spin havoc. I think he got caught up in that, unfortunately.
Definitely. Well, look at Josh Conover moving into the second, getting by Donald Etcher, as he's looking to set his sights on Ethan Lane, but Ethan Lane is steadily pulled away here since he's gotten a lead. And I feel like I don't know how many more laps they're going to be able to do. It'll be interesting to see who's the first taker on pit road, but should be happening very soon here, as Ethan's a little bit loose off 4. So these guys are definitely going to getting pretty loose. Oh,
man, that lap car.
Wow, who was that?
I don't know, but Josh did a great job of staying out of him.
That was 42.
Was that the 40?
Nah, that was 61, I believe.
Oh, 61. I see the 42 going down pit road.
42's on pit road.
Okay.
Yeah, Tyler Duggan was our first of the top 5 to pit, but 61 definitely.
Holy cow, that gave Ethan Lane one heck of a lead.
Yeah, Ethan was pulling out on pure speed there before, but he definitely got a help from that there. That lap car slowing up Donald and Josh there, just having to miss him. And I know Josh braved the sigh of relief there for not getting taken out. I'm sure he's happy with that second place position, but losing that time, he's probably not happy with that. But you got to think about it, he's happy to come out here with a clean race car still and have a chance.
Yeah, that's the thing. You got to be fast to have a chance. So, yeah, it's a good job of keeping his car clean. And yeah, all hope is not lost if it does go green. There is time to be made up on pit entry and exit.
Definitely. Zach Gaudette from 4th place pits in that 54. Jen Chisholm, too, in the number 4 Spotify Camaro. He's pitting from about 10th, or I think it was 8th position. So a few of the top 10 guys here pitting already. As we're coming to complete lap 27, I think we'll be seeing our leader, if not this lap, but probably next time by, I'd say. I would stretch it as far as I could go. That would be the goal for me. As Ethan continues to pull away here. 2/10, almost a lap now.
Yeah, he's almost put that lead up to a 2-second lead. And he's consistently faster than the rest of the guys. But hey, the guy in second, Josh Conover, has the fastest lap of the race so far. And I think it's pretty lucky, because you're in a 29.777.
Wow, he hit the lottery right there, didn't he?
He hit the lottery.
Wow, that was, he hit the lucky numbers, guys. But that was another 2/10 there. So Ethan Lane consistently 2/10 faster than anybody on this racetrack, and continue to build that gap. But Donald Etcher and Josh Conover, I think this battle is very interesting too, because we've seen these guys ever since we started broadcasting this league. These have been the 2 guys that are always near each other. And so Ethan Lane goes another lap. Josh Conover in that 9. He pulls off right here.
Man, yeah, he's had enough.
Yeah, he's going to finish this 29th lap in pit here.
And we had the 48 coming down too from 8th position.
And this can be good for Josh, because he will have a lap of fresher tires than the leader, so he'll be able to catch up a little bit by short pitting them.
Yeah, new tires are huge here as times have fell off. We fell almost up to 2 seconds already, 30 laps into this race. And interesting, Ethan Lane staying out another time, so he completes lap 30 on now. He starts lap 31, so he's stretching that fuel. So is Donald Etcher.
They're both going to have to pit this lap to not give up a whole bunch of time to Josh here.
Yeah, that time will definitely gain for Josh, but they're going to make up time also. So, and they might be able to take less fuel at the very last run and be able to underfuel that car and tighten it up a little bit if they're struggling with a loose race car.
And the leader's entering pit, so is the one.
Yeah, I figured they couldn't stay out there too much longer. That lead track position right now, as we're green and you're going to catch a guy with some old tires on a hot track, it's going to be hard to pass. So track position is going to be very key. So you got to make sure you pit at the right time.
Yeah, it looks like we still have Jake Boyer in the 55 in that NOS Energy 55 Camaro. He looks like he's still out here running the laps. So he's about to make it 32 laps on this first stop, which caution helped for sure. So I don't think we'll see anybody do 32 laps again tonight, but he's definitely stretching it. And he's going another lap, so he wants to get that lap led.
Yeah, he's actually running a Flatline Grahix car.
Oh, okay, sorry about that.
Well,
my
trading paints is being cool.
It's all right. I was just letting give a shout out to a Sears sponsor here at NORA Racing. Sorry, go ahead, Brian. What were you gonna say?
Oh yeah. Well, while all that's going on over there, as Ethan Lane came up onto the track, Josh Conover was passing them. So
wow,
he's got about no, not a whole lot, but I mean he is in front of him now, so he did gain about maybe 2.5 seconds there, but he is ahead of him.
Yeah, he definitely got ahead of Ethan here.
I think that's more important than anything, is just being ahead of him right now.
Definitely. It looks like the lead's going to cycle back to the 06 of Cody Smith, so he's going to lead some laps as Jake Boyer bought it down pit road. So 06 of Cody Smith getting some laps led here, as he was one of the first to come down pit road, and he got a really good entry on pit road with Zach Gaudette also in the 54 doing the same strategy here. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out for these guys.
Yeah, they definitely, if they get a caution here soon, they played the right hand of cards. But if it goes green, they definitely pitted a little bit too early.
Yeah,
the 9 and the 6, they're just marching on through.
Yeah, the 9 and 6 definitely have a lot fresher than the 54 and 06, so this is going to be interesting. As our leader 06 is battling with the 12 car, and he's going to get in the wall.
Oh.
06 in the wall.
Oh.
Into the grass. He's going to get with the lead here to Zach Gaudette's going to get past. He's going to go to Josh Conover in at 9. With that 6 car, Ethan Lane all over him.
Yeah, I was about to say, that might not last too long.
Well, the fan base wants to give a shout out, or you guys give a shout out to Billy. So we'll go back here and ride with Billy just to see where he's at.
Take the Billy cam.
All right. Well, we'll do the Billy cam. Give me a second here.
Yeah, he's still 3 laps down, so he's gonna have to catch some cautions here. But running decent lap times. Car looks relatively clean, so just gonna have to get lucky, catch a couple cautions here, and we'll be back in this thing.
Yeah, yep. If anybody else wants anybody else to give a shout out to or check into out there in Sim World or wherever you want to call it out there, or Facebook world, hit us up. Let us know. As we go back up here to the leaders.
Yeah, Ethan Lane. While we were talking about our man Billy here, up in front, Ethan Lane, that number 6, took the lead back over from Josh Conover. So Josh Conover got to lead a few laps, but that 6 was quick to take the lead back, and he's setting a pretty rapid pace right now. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. I know Donald Etcher's moved back up to 5th. But he didn't seem like he lost a lot of time compared to his teammate there on pit roads. I don't know how his pit roads
may have slid through his box.
That's very possible, Brian, because the 6 definitely had a great stop with him coming out right behind Josh and a great entry and exit. But if we want to, we can go through the field if you guys would like.
Yep, I already got it all set up. It's all yours.
All right. Brian, you want to go through the first top 10, and I'll do the 11 to 20?
I sure can.
All right.
Right now, your leader's going to be Ethan Lane. He's led most of the laps here tonight. Almost. Well, probably about the same amount as Donald Etcher. But he's your leader right now. We got Josh Conover. He just gave up that lead to Ethan. He's running in second place. Again, a front runner all season so far, and in this race, Zach Gaudette in the 54. He's going to be third. He's he pitted a little bit early, and it's working out for him right now. And then, like we were just talking about, Donald Etcher in fourth place. It may have slid through pit road, had some kind of pit road mishap, but he's gaining time on those guys in front of him, hoping to catch up here. And in fifth place, we got Cody Smith. And Bryce Whitson Jr. is going to be sixth. Stephen Armstrong, seventh. Jim Chisholm, eighth. Nicholas Alford, ninth. And Nick Van in 10th place.
All right, thanks for our top 10, Brian, there. We'll start off our 11 through 20 guys. Here is David Kane's in the 51 for Zero Gravity Racing. He's in 11th, guys, starting 14th. Got the truck winner in Atlanta, Cameron Thompson, in that number 17 in 12th place. Oh, well, they just moved up. I think somebody, I believe somebody pitted or something, but the 06
hit the wall, so everybody moved up.
Okay, so Cody Smith, yeah. So, but now we got Jason Salter in the 12th, in the 90 car up to 12th, started 24th. So good run for Jason here. Tyler Duggan in the 42. Unfortunately for him, he's fell back to 13th place here, starting from 5th. In 14th, we have Craig Schroeder in that number 14th car, or 14 car in 14th place. So he's matching his number there. In 15th, we got Roy Crump in the 48. In 16th, we got Scotty Brown in the 70. And in 17th, we got Scott Marlin in the 30. We got Colin Hoffman, started 8th today. Somehow in the 38. He's back to 18th, unfortunately for him. We got Carson Oob. I guess. How would you say that, Brian? Carson.
I've been pronouncing it Aub.
Aub? Yeah, Aub. Yeah, Carson Aub in the 29. He's up to 19th tonight. And then we got Ed Sauls in the 81. He's in 20th. So that's our top 20 here at the NORA, sponsored by Flatline Grahix.
All right, thank you for that run through, guys. Good job. All right, and we just got done talking about him. Somebody wanted to hear about Jason Salter, but I'm not exactly sure where he's at.
Jason he's up to 12th right now. He started 24th, so he's been a big mover in that 90 Camaro. So he's moved all the way up to 12th position here from 24th tonight.
All right, run up here and find him. There he is. Yep. All right. Yeah, he's up to 12th and started out. What position he start out in?
24th.
24th.
So position.
Yeah. Wow. Good. Good for him. He's keeping the car clean there at the DWR car. So congratulations to him.
Definitely. As I believe we're about to have. Well, we just had to overtake. Donald Etcher in that one is overtaking Zach Gaudette for third place in that 54 01 Mustang. He's worked his way back after that mistake and got up to third now. So can he catch Josh Conover and can he catch Ethan Lane? That's a good question, as Ethan Lane is up to almost a 3-second lead now. Sorry, he's been out here flying.
I was going to say, I think he can catch Josh. I don't know about Ethan. I don't think anybody going to catch Ethan right now. He's consistently 3/10 faster than the rest of the field.
Wow, Ethan out here putting on a show in that 6 there around Atlanta Motor Speedway as he qualified on the pole, dropped back a little bit and felt his way back into the lead. Man, ever since he's got that lead, he's like you said, Brian, steadily pulled away from this field as he went longer on tires too. So he, like I said, he played the right strategy. He saved his tires at the beginning of the run. He made his car faster at the end because how he drove at the beginning of that start of the race, and he capitalized on it by carrying that fuel in his tires longer than most people. Now he's benefiting from them fresher Goodyears.
Yeah, right now it looks like the guy with the most laps on his tires would be Tyler Duggan. He's gone 24 laps. He ran a 31.521. And the guy with the least amount of laps on his tires looks like it's going to be Ethan Lane and Donald Etcher, and they're both running low 31. So just a handful of laps, looks like maybe 6-7 laps is a half a second difference.
Yeah, tires are, like I said, tires can be huge here, and looks like Josh, from the last times I'm watching Josh and Donald run, they're even and out tire wise here, but Ethan Lane consistently 31 flats, and not many people really below the 31 threes here. So Ethan Lane really showing a strong pace here on this lead with the 6 Mustang, because it'll be interesting. These guys are definitely going to need a caution, I think, to catch Ethan here, the way he's putting his pace up right now, or he's going to have to make some kind of mistake. But Josh Conover definitely is. We got to give him props, because, man, he could have been very easily flustered by that one issue there with the lap car, and could have possibly even got taken out there. And he started third. He's made up a position. He won with this Xfinity car at Daytona, so he's backing up that. Ethan didn't race at Daytona either, so you got to think he's got a one race advantage on Ethan. So it really is just playing out really good for Josh. He's having a great points tonight. He's led a lap. He's kept the car clean. I think he's happy with what he's doing right now.
You know who else we have to give a shout out to is that guy running in 4th position right now, Bruce.
Bryce,
I mean,
yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, Junior there. He moved himself all the way up to 4th place. Running consistent laps. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been running consistent lap times with our top our second place and third place car there. So he's definitely been strong. But also we got to give a shout out to Steven Armstrong there for moving his way from 11th to 5th. So a couple of these guys not qualifying as far up, but they're racing their way up. So this is definitely a track. I say this is a racer's track. If you're going to have a track that's racy, it's this one. As I think, as Zach Gaudette, or
yeah, he pitted a few laps ago. He had pitted early the time before, so
yeah, because he's caught here behind the 4 in the 22. They're racing really hard here, as the 4 is going to do a smart job of Jim Chisholm backing out of that one. He's in 6th place, and Nicholas Alford moving up to 6 actually there. But Zach Gaudette and them new tires just blowing by him, man. That shows you how big these tires are. There's Jim Chisholm there. He's going to even duck off the pit road from 6th or 7th place. So
yeah, he had gone 27 laps. So Scotty Brown's gone 27 laps. Jason Salter, Stephen Armstrong should be due for a pit stop soon.
Zach Gaudette is going to be close on fuel, I believe, guys.
He's going to be super close.
He may have pitted a little bit too early, unfortunately, for him in the 54.
I see Ethan has pulled out to a 5-second lead over Josh. Do you think he's going to be able to have anything for him, or does he do another early pit stop once he can make it on fuel and try to leapfrog him again?
I think Josh's main thing is he's focusing on Donald. With Donald only with less than 2 seconds behind him, between him and Donald, he really needs to focus on what Donald's doing and not try to play his cars to beat Ethan, because Ethan, it's going to take him, like I said, mistakes from Ethan here on pit road, speeding, something unfortunate out of the race. Something's going to have to happen. That's pretty much what I'm saying, and it's probably unlikely, but he's not, like I said, he's not to focus on that one car, because that's the guy he's got to beat, in my opinion. With how the speeds are, his speed him pitting early is only going to put him in a deeper hole for this last run. So I think he needs to try to come out with a similar, at least a gap on Donald, and have similar tires to hold him off. So I think that'll be his plan, but it'll be interesting to see how he plays it out. As I believe he's going to pit this time. He's coming in, guys.
Oh, yeah, oh, and he slides that thing in just a little bit there. Just caught him going into pit road, and the car was a little loose. Right along with him down pit road here.
And not only is the racing surface slippery, but off the racing surface, it's even more slippery. But yeah, he's just got to make sure you don't make any mistakes. Don't slide through that pit box. In iRacing, we can't throw Coca-Cola all over it, so it's gonna be slick.
Yeah,
it's a slick box for sure. He did a good job of getting stopped in his box, but Donald Escher and Ethan Lane staying out longer here. It looks like mostly everybody else is already pitted, so most of these guys are looking at that strategy to pit early and get as much time as they can.
Yeah, they're on their 28th lap now. Roy Crump is on his 29th. So it's they're gonna have to come down in the next couple of laps.
Yeah, I brought up the race summary here. They got 24, about 23, 22 laps left to go here, so.
Yeah, Ethan Lane pulls off his 6 car here on the pit road. Nice stop in the box, perfectly.
Yeah, so they're going to be able to make it all the way out if we don't get no more yellows. So far, they only have 1 caution so far for 3 laps, and that was at the beginning of the race.
Yeah, down extra, stay out extra lap, but here he comes down pit road. So 2 laps later,
now
3 laps later, then
looks like Josh Conover's pit time was 30 seconds. Was that right?
I think he sped.
Josh
Just showing him.
I believe he got a 15-second holding penalty.
Yeah.
He did come in pretty. He was passing a lap on the outside. Yeah, and he came in kind of hot. I was questioning his speed there, but.
Yeah, and that's what I said to you guys when we were in the cockpit when he was coming down, and it seemed like he got in there hot because the thing was going sideways on him.
Yeah, I think he might have gotten a little too hot, and he might have got a penalty, guys. It's unfortunate for Josh. Like I said,
we'll have to see.
If, number one killer in racing, and if you have a mistake, it can hurt you.
Oh, as Donald Etchard was coming up onto the track, he got nailed in the rear by a car. He has rear end damage now.
Oh, let's go to
Yeah, he's got a little bit of right rear damage.
That's going to make him looser.
Possibly. I mean, Iris has got some funny
damage. He's got there on the right side, right underneath his number 1 number logo there. Yeah, you can see it.
I think it's the 4 car just barely clipped.
Yeah, he was very, very on the white. The 4 was eating the white line. Let's just say that. And I think it was a little bit of netcode too. That Gaudet is our leader with his early stop, but look at that 6 car. Man, Ethan Lane on the boot tire just power on by him in 1 corner. And Ethan Lane, it's more what it looks like. He's gonna have up to like a. Right now, he's gonna have a small lead, but he has an 8-second lead to the next car after that. So it's gonna be interesting to see where these guys come at, and so a few of these guys are gonna want to caution because I think Ethan's gonna have a pretty good cruise here to the end if his caution vote comes out for him.
Yeah, there's gonna need to be a caution for Ethan to not win this race, because right now you got Donald Etcher, who has 1 lap fresher tires than him. He's 10 seconds behind him. You got Nicholas Alford. He has 8 laps, 16 seconds behind. Bryce Whitson Jr. is on his 8th lap. So everybody else is over 10 laps.
Yeah, well, if anything says the way the last 3 races were here, stay tuned.
Yeah, very true. We've had some crazy finishes here. This would be the first one where it's kind of all green, and one guy's kind of led the whole thing and won it. We've had some crazy finishes so far in the past 3 races.
Yeah. So real quick, I'd like to give everybody out there thanks for tuning in here with us tonight here at FreekyFast Broadcasting. We much appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that share, like, follow button. We much appreciate it. And we'll always try to return the favor when we get around to it. Sometimes we get overwhelmed with other stuff, but again, we much appreciate it. So, but all right, well, I'll send it back to my colleagues here and let them get ready to finish this race out.
Yeah, back near Donald Etcher on them newer tires. He's catching up to that 98 of Bryce Whitson Jr. in third place. So he's looking to get back to that third position here. Get back on that podium. That's Donald in that one car is just going to take it right from Bryson, or Bryce in the 98. And Donald Etcher moves up to third again, guys, here. So,
yeah, I don't think he has quite enough time to maybe steal a second from Zach. Depends on how the tires work out here. And if Zach can make it. Zach is...
I was about to say, yeah.
Zach has 19 laps on his tires. Sorry, Zach,
yeah.
but he's got 19 compared to 7, so...
I don't think he's going to make it, and he was over a second and a half slower than Donald, so it's not going to take many laps for him to be there.
As Ethan still has he's got a 6-second lead on Zach, and then a 10-second lead on Donald. So Donald's kind of eating into Ethan's lead a little bit. He's just about 0.2 quicker a lap for now.
Yeah, I think Ethan's got this thing on cruise control right now. He's just hitting his marks and trying to pray for no yellows. That's what I would be doing if I was him. Just be saying, they ain't got nothing if yellow don't come out. So it's really down to hoping that the competition doesn't bring something out that causes this yellow for him. But I know Zach Gaudet in that 54, he's going to be saying yellow, 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 please, every lap, yellow. I just need the yellow. Because if he does, he has track position. Everybody's going to pit and take 4 tires. And as I said, I see smoke actually here in the bottom of 3 and 4, I think. Yeah, it's
smoke. There's fire. But who's fired?
And here comes a 54. Oh, he's sliding it in sideways. And I think he's going to get nailed for speeding.
He's definitely going to be speeding there, Robert. Well, he slowed down a good bit after the line. That'll be questionable, but he's already made his bed now. He's going to go down a lap or almost 2 because of that right there with him having pitted early.
Yeah, and we caught that live too, like you catch everything live.
And meanwhile, while all this is going on, Josh Conover has made up 3 positions, so he's sitting in 7th place now.
Yeah, that's a great recovery for him there.
Quite the points night he was hoping, as he was about 20 laps ago, but he could possibly get it up into 5th place and get himself a top 5.
If he gets to 5th, he'll be I mean, Jim Chisholm was a pretty early stop also, so
yeah, he's on the 19th.
5th is possible. And maybe even 4th. Oh,
and
it's all out the window now.
Yeah,
there's a gorilla wrench.
Trying to find that for us. It looks like Jake Boyer in the 55. Oh, unfortunately for him. Looks like him in the 45 man made some contact off of 4. Oh, that's a hard hit.
All right, well, let's go back here to the replay and let's see. You can see him coming out of 3 and 4, and and he hit that fence and spun him up around. Ow.
Yeah, it looks like Steven Dean there in the 45, and Jake just made some contact coming out of 4, and it sent Jake into the fence. And
yeah,
that's going to be day done for Jake unless he can keep the oil temps in that thing.
He was going to go as a space shuttle, but the fence said no. He was about ready to go for a ride.
I anticipate everybody
pits
here. And looks like Scotty Brown is going to be the lucky dog.
Yeah, and with the way this worked out, Ethan Lane was on pit road way before him with such a big lead. The other guys weren't able to catch up with the lap cars in between them, and man, Ethan was easily able to put 4 tires on here and have a safe entry and exit.
Yep.
So Ethan's going to definitely come out with the lead here.
But not only that, ladies and gentlemen, I told you to stick around. 10 to go. It's going to be what, 7 to go? I told you, wait till the end. This league knows how to put on a show, so get ready because it's going to get fun and wild. Fresh tires. I don't even know what the track temperature is on the track here. What is the air and track temperature?
See, air temp right now is going to be 64 degrees Fahrenheit. Track temp is going to be 80 degrees, but once they get back green, with cars running on the track, they should upgrade it a degree, so it'll be up to probably about 81. Winds aren't anything to worry about.
Yeah,
humidity's about normal, so we got some really great racing weather.
64-degree air temp. That's not even real. You can't do that.
Oh yeah, that is true. Well, it's not a manual setting in iRacing.
Yeah.
Lowest you can.
I've got a 63 before. It was pretty crazy. So
soon we'll be seeing frost on the windshields. Especially if we went and raced up in Michigan right now, it'd be
we would get more than frost. I think our fluids in our engine might freeze.
I was gonna say, yeah, the fluids in the engine I don't think would do too good.
That's why getting those cars started. Yeah, that's true. These cars don't run antifreeze; they just run straight water. So they got cracked blocks everywhere, cracked heads. It's a mess.
Yeah. This is going to be an interesting restart here, guys. With like Robert said about 6-7 to go here, it's gonna be crazy. You got the two teammates starting 1 and 2. Let's see how much of a teammate they are to each other. Here coming down to the end.
Oh, teammates is out the window now.
You got Bryce Whitson Jr. in that number 98, and he's looking to capitalize maybe on some. Nicholas Alford in that 22, he's looking to capitalize. Nick Van, who started 16th, he's up to 5th.
Actually,
wow. I know Zach Galdek's kicking himself right now. He's wishing he would have stayed out a few more laps. It looks like he'll get the wave around, though, luckily.
A couple of these guys took 2 tires. Nicholas Alford and Nick Van, they only took 2 tires.
Oh, wow.
That's a dangerous move.
This will be interesting to see how that 46 and 22, how they take off, and if they're dead sideways or not here on this last restart. But
and unfortunately they'll probably be kicking themselves in the butt because them two doing that move, it only gained Nicholas 1 position, it gained Nick 2 positions. I think they might lose more than that.
Are they
green?
Are they teammates?
They're acting like it.
Hold up. Oh, yes, they are. Nicholas, yeah, they are teammates, Robert. That's a good call.
Craig Schroeder.
They are
unfortunately just through-putted.
Mills Sim Racing.
Mills Sim Racing. Well, all right. Well, the pace car lights are out, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have 6 to go. If yellow comes out after they complete this lap, race is over because iRacing don't have a green-white checker, so it'll be less 5 to go. So this could be the last. Well, this will be the last restart of the race. So this is going to get very interesting as they come out of 4. Pace car goes in, and the 6 takes off. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Green's out. Off they go.
Oh man, the wheel spin.
Yeah, that 22 did not get a great restart. He, them 2 tires was struggling. But you got, man, Nick Lane. I mean, Ethan Lane out here with a great restart, man. What a job by him there to get that jump.
Did great as David Etcher right now has got a window full, or a mirror full of Bryce
Whitson Jr., yeah. Donald's really, like you said, he got Tyler Duggan in the wall way back there. Off 4 hard to the wall. Ooh. He's all right. It looks like everybody's going to miss him. What a good job by them.
Wow, great job.
Yeah, definitely. As Nicholas Alford at 22, man, look what he's doing in that 2 tires, Brian. He's held on the 4th position. And
It's impressive.
And Josh Conner racing behind him, but he's holding on.
He has just enough tire on the left sides to where that works.
Yeah, he's surprising me and you both, I imagine. I know he's surprising me, so I know you're probably thinking, wow. But Ethan Lane continuing. He's got a decent-sized gap now. He's got enough to make a mistake and hold on to it, I feel like. But I
heard a car spin around.
And that's the caution. That's it. That's it, guys.
That's it. Yeah. Race is over.
Ethan Lane is your winner.
Wow, what a dominant performance by him and David Etcher, and then
Donald. Sorry.
Who's that? Looks like it was going to 45.
I believe so, Robert. The 30 is pretty hurt. I can see that. That was before him, though.
Let's go back and see if we can pick up the 45 here. Coming, it looks like he's coming through.
Oh no, the 46.
Oh wow. Let's go back and look at that again from the cockpit view if we can. As he comes down here in 3 and 4. Looks nice and clean going through 3. Starting to come out of 4. I might have went back too far. It looks like it happened up in turn 1. All right. Well, we'll ride with him down across the start-finish line here. As he comes down into turn 1. And, oh, somebody got hit sideways. Look at it, and he hits the brakes. And, he hit the 46. All right, well.
The guy behind him wasn't quite anticipating him slowing up that much, so.
Yeah, 46 and Nick Van, unfortunately, he got a little bit of tap from Roy Crump in that 48, and it just sent him around and caused that wreck right there.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, but hey, top 3 here is going to be Ethan in that 6, Donald in the 1, and Bruce, right? Bryce. I said it right. Bryce, and in the 98. I should know that because my friend's kid's name's that. I see it all the time.
Bryce.
You know,
it's Bruce with no U.
Yeah, well, my English is bad, as we all know it as it is. So ask me to say names, forget it.
Is your Spanish any better?
It's just
Ishma.
Ishma. What is that?
Oh, I thought we were speaking Dutch.
Learn new things from Robert every day, guys.
Oh yeah. You don't, hand in hand. You don't want me to be speaking team names or people's names. So I'll do all the graphical stuff.
Well, hopefully Ethan Lane in the 6 car doesn't pull a Martin here and pull it on pit road 1 lap early, because coming to the flag here, and the 6 Ford Mustang just reminded me, Martin pulled off at Bristol.
Yeah,
somebody just blew up.
Yeah, and someone definitely blew up, Brian. You're very correct about that. I heard someone send a piston into
orbit.
Atmosphere. Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame. I wonder who that's on.
Hopefully they'll get a push by
I think it was Nick Van in the 46.
Yeah, he was trying to limp it around.
Yeah.
Well, hey, this was actually a really, really good race. I told you, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the end. And Ethan jumped out, and Ethan just had the car tonight. He had the car to beat, and no one could catch him. No one could run his lap times tonight. So he definitely shows it, there for Zero Gravity Racing. I believe that's going to be their 2nd win of the season. Donald
that's
won.
Actually their 1st win. Donald won the preseason race.
Ah, you're right. Okay, yeah, you're absolutely right.
They also had David Keynes in the 51 bringing it home 8th. So got all 3 of their cars in the top 10 tonight. So Zero Gravity Racing with a good race for them. Yep.
And if I think right, no, who won back-to-back?
That would have been Josh.
Okay, so I'm just trying to think of overall wins for the team points. Team points, we will be eventually getting that inputted into the broadcast too, so people will be able to keep track of the team points and standings and a whole bunch of other stuff coming. So stay tuned for all that detail eventually here. But Billy Stanley, guys, he's finishing 6 laps down, but unfortunately, it just wasn't his night. And sometimes the racing gods aren't with you.
Yeah, he's still gonna bring home 20 seconds, so that's a pretty good finish for him there.
Yeah,
there's a good finish there from Bryce Whitson Jr. in that number 98 getting 3rd. Got Ethan Lane in 6, coming home with his 1st race here tonight, and he's gonna bring home the win. He got his teammate Donald Etcher, so. What a good way to finish this out for some of these guys. Nicholas Alford in that 22 and taking 2 tires and risking it for the biscuit, and he gained a position. So
he got a biscuit.
That was a nice biscuit for him there, as I like to think. But we'll definitely get a talk here with these guys. But good race to all these folks out here.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I always enjoy these races over here at NORA.
Yeah, and I want to apologize to all the fans out there at the beginning of the broadcast getting a black screen. I'd never seen that before, and then we had iRacing decide to call green flag when they're already in turn 1. So I don't even know what that was all about, but I do want to apologize. I don't even know what happened there. So
There's the top 3 guys. Pull right here on the pit on the front straightaway. This is a classic thing they do here in NORA. Like how they do this stuff.
You got the top 3 trying to line up, and you got Josh gone over on the other side telling them where to go.
that's the league admin there. He's like, hey, go here, go there.
Trying to get the perfect screenshot.
There you go. There you go. Is a 3rd place in a Ford too? Oh, no, we got a Ford 4 Chevy. Well, at least we had a Chevy in there. Oh, well.
We split it up a little bit.
Yeah,
Still
well.
not a Dodge. Y'all just wait till Dodge comes back.
Well, as Ethan burns off these tires and smokes the house down here at Atlanta Motor Speedway, we'd like to say thank you everybody for tuning in, but we will get an interview here very shortly with the top 3 drivers.
Yeah. Oh, where did Brian go?
As you moved Brian to a waiver room.
I didn't move Brian.
I moved myself because I was trying to grab Bryce.
I'll get Donald here. I got
Okay,
Bryce.
you'll grab him from
I'll get him into the myself. I'm getting him to the weight room. I'm doing this. I got you. All right, we got everybody in the waiting room. Brian, you want me to pull up Bryce so we can talk to our 3rd place man tonight?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, I will pull Bryce up for you, young feller.
Hey, Bryce, it's Brian in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you doing?
Well, I'll tell you what, man. For the first race with this series, I'm pretty happy to pull this Be the Match Chevrolet Camaro into 3rd place here.
Yeah, it was a fantastic drive by you. You started 9th, so a pretty decent starting spot, but you managed to put it on the podium tonight. How'd you do that?
Tell you what, I was just trying to be patient coming through the field a little bit, save my stuff, and then really we stretched that first fuel run just a hair so that we could get a couple of nice even fuel runs afterwards, and it worked out to our advantage, man.
Fantastic, awesome. Do you think maybe if you had a little bit more time, you think you'd have something for Donald up there, or maybe Ethan?
You know, I'd basically studied the long run all through practice, and then during the race we had nothing but long runs, so I just wasn't prepped to handle them on that short little run there. So, I think if we would have had a couple short runs, or if I would have practiced that a little more, maybe we could have done something. But otherwise, I feel like it was a great race, man.
Yeah, exactly. And there's always next week. Well, is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to, give some thanks to for your 3rd place finish?
Yes, sir. I'd like to really say thank you to BeTheMatch.org and the National Marrow Donor Program. I am currently a leukemia survivor because of Be The Match. They allowed me to get a bone marrow transplant just a little over a year ago. So I would encourage everybody out there to go to join.bethematch.org and sign up as a marrow donor. It's quick, it's painless, and you might just save somebody's life.
Wow, dude, that's fantastic. That's awesome. Well, I'm definitely glad you're here, and it's drivers like you that make iRacing what it is and make this broadcast what it is, and that's an awesome story you got there, and it's a great cause that you're driving for. Well, I'll let you go and celebrate your 3rd place finish.
Hey, thank you, and thank you to FreekyFast Broadcasting for putting on our broadcast tonight.
All right, I'll see you later, man.
All right, that was our 3rd place finisher there. BeTheMatch.org. That's pretty awesome.
That's a great cause. Yeah, that's a fantastic story. So
yeah, so make sure everybody at least check them out. Check it out at least, and you never know, might be something that you can help out there in the future. But right now, I'm not sure. We have Josh up here in the booth.
I'm just hanging out. I was gonna have a question for Ethan whenever you pull him in.
Oh, Ethan. Okay. I wasn't sure if you wanted to interview there, bud, or what it was. You're more than welcome to hop in here anytime. But all right, well, I know Zach Hall found Donald.
Donald.
Yeah, so he'll bring up Donald and have an interview with him.
Yep. Hey, Donald Etcher, this is Zach Hall in the booth. You got a copy, man?
Yeah, I got you, bud.
Well, yeah, you started second tonight, Donald. You brought it home second behind your teammate Ethan Lane here, and you had a pretty good race going tonight. You led some laps. You were all over the place with pit strategy. You know, doing a lot of off-sequence stuff from other guys. So how'd your race go tonight, Donald?
It didn't go too bad, but just didn't have enough for Ethan there. He's just a little bit better than me on the long run. I'm kind of kicking myself in the butt for inviting him over here tonight. If I wouldn't have, I'd be getting the winner's speech instead of the bridesmaid speech. But, you know, it was a great night. I had a lot of fun racing with Josh there. And, you know, I just wanted to be a little different on the strategy, see if I could get some fresh tires to try to get myself positioned to win. But Ethan was listening to me in my head and just kept calling the same strategy as me.
Yeah, 10-4 Donald. Yeah, we seen that you guys are running the same strategy there. I also got a question. During the first pit stop sequence, did you have a issue there? Because I noticed that Ethan really, I don't know if he just had an amazing in and out, but he really, because he came out right behind you and Josh right there. So with those extra laps staying out, I'm not sure if you had a mistake on that pit road there.
Yeah, for some reason, I just felt like going in there like driving Miss Daisy, man. I just come in really slow and gave him up a bunch of time on the pit stop. And if you notice the second time, I fixed that problem, about got a speeding penalty getting in there the next time. Just trying to find spots to make up time. I didn't want to make no mistakes early enough.
Yeah, definitely. You could definitely tell that some guys are pushing and definitely, you know, being on the more cautious side. But good job bringing it back up the second there, Donald. You definitely rebounded well from that little bit slower pit stop, like you said. But what did you really fight tonight? Did you feel like the car was like, did it take off a little tight and got loose? Because I noticed you were definitely losing the rear end there on that first run near the end when Ethan caught you. But was it just all of a sudden, or did it gradually start to come a little bit of that right rear burning off?
I was trying to be smart and save my tires on that first run, and it just wanted to snap loose all of a sudden. So I just backed off. You can't try to park it in Victory Lane if you don't have a car there at the end. So I just backed off, and the next run I just drove the wheels off it to make it tight. And it seemed to work a lot better. The car stayed more stable on me the second run, and was definitely not quite keeping pace with Ethan, but I think I definitely had second lockdown that long green flag run.
Yeah, for sure. You definitely showed a good pace all night, Donald. And like you said, it was a good race. Sometimes you come out here the bridesmaid, but your teammate will bring it home in the victory circle. Anybody you want to thank for your second place finish tonight?
Yeah, I want to thank FreekyFast for putting on the show first. Conover with Nora put on the show, and Zero Gravity Racing for supporting us every week on what we do and what we have a lot of fun doing. And hopefully we can get back up here next.
10-4, Donald. Well, thank you very much, man, and congrats on your second place finish. And we'll let you go celebrate.
Have a good night, bud.
All right, guys, that was our second place finish for Donald Etcher. There, what a good drive from him tonight. He definitely was a different pit strategy from some guys, so he had to drive his way back through the field on some newer tires, and he made his way very methodically back to second, and started second, finished second. So sometimes, you know, it's good to, at least if you have a good starting position finish there. So Donald's definitely probably gonna be happy with that second place finish, and especially for his teammate coming out here for a win. And that's bittersweet sometimes, but well, I guess we'll get to talk with Ethan and see how sweet it thinks for him, right?
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, I found Ethan. He's climbing out of this Ford down here, and I found him here in Victory Lane. So we'll have a quick chat with him. Ethan Lane, Robert in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you there.
All right. Hey, man, congratulations on your win here at NORA. You did an awesome job battling it there with your teammate. Explain to your fans out there, how was the race for you here tonight?
The race was definitely fun. So it was a little tighter than I like, but we adjusted. We didn't run as hard for the first 10-12 laps and just let the set come to us, especially what we usually do at Atlanta. Yeah, it was definitely fun. Got looser at the end of the run, but not too loose.
Yeah, we noticed that at the beginning of the race, you know, you were practice, you were P1, you qualified first P1, then the race started and you fell back a little bit, and we were like, wonder if Ethan's having a problem. But you know, you answered that question by you just started driving right back up through the field again. So you left the tires settle in, and you felt what the car was going to do, and the track and the grip and everything. So was that your game plan after, you know, your second pit stop? Was that the same game plan you had, or did you push it just a little bit harder, knowing that you could get a little more out of the vehicle?
I definitely pushed it harder that second run because there was a lot more rubber on the track than the first run, so I knew the track wouldn't be as abrasive as it was the first run. But I still kind of just let the tires do what they wanted, let the car do what it wanted, didn't push it, let everything settle into place.
10-4, 10-4. All right. Well, hey, man, congratulations on getting your first win here at NORA. Is there anybody you would like to give a shout out to real quick before I hand you over to the league owner?
Yeah, I just want to thank Donald for inviting me out tonight, and Josh for letting me race. It's definitely fun. We'll be back for sure. I had a lot of fun. Definitely different with 50% fuel and whatnot with pitch.
All right, all right. Well, hey, man, congratulations on your first win here at NORA, and I believe Josh would like to ask you a question.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, man, just, I mean, kind of like they were saying, you know, congrats, you know, first win, obviously, in your first race, but you kind of already answered my question. I was just going to say, you know, overall, I mean, what'd you think? I mean, was your first time coming in here, did you kind of expect to have that long green run, or were you expecting more yellows? I mean, obviously, we had the initial issue on the first start, but I think everybody, you know, kind of settled down and got the run in. I mean, I guess just your overall thoughts, man.
No, I wasn't really like expecting a lot of yellows. Donald told me about last week how he only had one caution. I think it was like with 5 sits to go. So I was coming in expecting like long green flag runs, and that's what we got. It was fun.
All right, man. It's like I said, you kind of answered that right even before I asked you, so that's good to hear. I'm glad, you know, you'll be back. Hopefully, you know, we keep growing and we can get some people to battle with you, so you're not running away with it. But no, just congrats, man. You definitely impressed me. I'm looking forward to the rest of the season.
All right, thank you.
All right, congratulations, Ethan, again, and I will let you go celebrate with your team and your crew.
Thank you.
All right, that was your race winner, Ethan Lane. Congratulations. But since we have Josh up here in the booth real quick, so how was your race here tonight, Josh? You got fifth.
Better ones, that's for sure. Like, that kid can just drive, man. He came in probably about a couple hours before race time and said he was interested. So, you know, I was, yeah, you know, let's go, get him in, another driver, why not? And I know he was quick. I've run with him before, but not that quick. I couldn't have anything for him. And the one pit stop, I tried getting a little more than what the car could allow me to get, and I tried getting around a lap car and just locked him up and sped on pit road, so I had a hold for 15-second penalty, so that kind of did me in. But no, it is what it is. It's a long season, rebounded back to 5th, so should be all right in points. I know my teammate Tyler got a speeding penalty too, so it was treacherous, but I don't know. I mean, it could be better, I guess.
Yeah, and Zach Hall actually, you know, he called that out because when you did that going down pit road, we just got on board with the cockpit view of you, and I went, oh, he slid that thing in sideways. I was like, and then he came out so far behind, I was like, oh man, he must have got nailed for you know, some kind of penalty. And Zach said speeding. And I don't even think even Zach even looked to see that, but you know. Yeah, sometimes you got to do what you got to do to try to gain that extra, you know, half a second, because a half a second on a racetrack, some people think, what's a half a second? A half a second is a lot when it comes to racing.
Oh, yeah, especially, like I said, Ethan, he was just saving and just had the right style of driving tonight. I mean, and I was watching it each time we went into the pits. I think the first time he was up by like 2 seconds, and I came out ahead of him, and even then it was only half a second. He blew back by me, and then coming into that last time, he was like 6.5 or 7 up, and when I peeled down, I saw there's a lap car. Like I said, pit road is so important, especially like I said with 50% fuel. It puts it more on the driver, and that's unfortunately my own decision as a league admin. Cost me, you know, maybe a top 3 tonight. So, but like I said, it puts it more on the driver, and this driver, as we like to say, stepped on it.
Yeah. It's understandable. Yeah, I mean, it's understandable, man. But hey, you get ready to go back into the trucks next week. At I believe Las Vegas. I believe
Las Vegas, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Las Vegas.
All right, I'm bringing my dice, and I got some money, and I'm getting ready to gamble. And what happens in Las Vegas stays in Las Vegas, correct?
We're going to get odds here.
Hopefully, I mean, we bring home another trophy. But real quick, this goes out to anybody watching, you know, on iRacing or whatnot.
Yep, go ahead.
If you have any questions or you're curious about running with us, feel free to get a hold of me on Facebook, Jake Boyer. You can message our league page. We, you know, basically, here's your open invite to come run with us. We do not turn down any skill level, any, you know, whatnot. You know, if you want to come out and have fun and you want to be a part of this, and like I said, just mainly have fun, you know, that's what we're trying to do. It's like I said, it's basically an open invite. I mean, I'm looking tonight. I know Ethan's actually, if you go off your I rating, or you know, some people go off of. Yeah. I can tell you right now, we have a wide variety. Ethan, I think, was a 5,200, and I think our lowest is, I think, 4 something. So I mean, we have all range of skill. You're always going to be racing somebody. Nothing would please me more to get more guys out here and just, like I said, want to have fun. I mean, you guys, in my opinion, are one of the top broadcasters out there, if not the top broadcaster that I've been able to watch and enjoy. I go back and I'll be honest, I've watched our whole season so far, the 3 races, probably 2-3 times in a row, just straight through. I get a kick out of watching you guys.
Wow. I apologize now for the black screen right now. What happened in the beginning? Because iRacing decided, hey, I'm just going to act weird for a couple seconds because we had a green flag at the start of the race, and well, it didn't tell us green until you guys were in turn 1.
Yeah, it was interesting. Yeah, but
yeah, we were like sitting there going, well, why are they leaving? I didn't hear no green flag. You guys in the turn 1, it says green, green, green. We're like, wait a minute, huh?
Yeah, right. I want to add to like what Josh said about
go ahead.
You know, people joining this league, because as a person who races a lot of iRacing, league racing and stuff, I have to give a big recommendation on NORA, because man, they have a 29 car field. You got 2 cautions tonight. Like, that's really hard to do. And well, 3 if you count the last one, of course. But it's super hard to do. These guys are racing very respectful. I mean, everything I've seen from this league, A class. Josh, you do a great job with this, man. And we really just get a kick out of broadcasting. Like, if I wasn't broadcasting, I would love to be out there on the track with y'all, because y'all look so much fun. You know, it'd just be fun to battle with you guys, because you guys are really, really impressive. And I mean, it shows in y'all's finishes every week. It's always a good race. So just keep up with y'all's doing, and like anybody out there, definitely come join this league, because man, you can get some great racing.
Yes.
Oh, hey, I mean, Zach, I'll be honest, man, that brought a big smile to my face. But I mean, like I said, I just enjoy watching you guys. I watch, you know, I think it's the Racing Freaks League. I watch that whenever you guys are live every now and then. I like going back and watching that one. It's just, even there's been posts on Facebook of people looking for leagues. I know Cody Smith, I'm pretty sure it is. He was new tonight as well.
Okay.
He put a post out on Facebook, I think Tuesday or so, and one of our league members commented and tagged me and said, hey, you know, check this league out. You know, run on Thursdays, it's fixed, you know, such and such. And that's, as a league admin, that's, you know, tickles me pink. You know, that guys that run my league and quote unquote my drivers are out there trying to get people to come run. I mean, that's just, and Zach, I mean, like I said, you just said, you know, we're doing a good job, and you know, you want to be racing with us. That, like I said, that means a lot to me as an owner, because, you know, sometimes we don't get that. We get the shaft, as you can say, because sometimes, you know, we got to be the big, mean admin, and like I said, we don't hear that a lot. So to hear you say that, I mean, it does mean a lot. But like I said, it's any skill level is welcome. I, for the most part, won't turn anybody away. We have plenty of practices, so you can get track time. And I'm pretty sure we practice, if not every night of the week, you know, 2-3 nights a week before the race even goes live. So plenty of time to get used to, you know, the guys racing here. Plenty of time to get used to with the setup, the weather. You know, we run as close to realistic weather as we can. 50% fuel, so you got plenty of time, you know, to practice strategy in our races. It's, like I said, I love hearing that stuff from you, Zach. I love coming out, you know, having very few cautions. Even like Daytona, I think for a total we ran 110 laps at Daytona and had 7 cautions. Which, I mean, yeah, 7 cautions is a lot. But I mean, for Daytona, I can't really,
with that size of the field. Yeah, like you got to expect it. It's going to happen. And with online racing, there's also network issues. So some cautions are going to be just out of control. So really, just, you know, like I said, I can't recommend it more, man. Like, to people, because like, if you have nothing to do and you want to be racing on Thursday nights, come to this league. Literally, like, this is This is a great place. And I mean, you got such good, like, your guys just keep coming back, and that's really the thing you see. So, you know, you got something right then. So that's when you know.
My thing about it here, if anybody's, you know, still watching out there or goes back and does watch the replay and everything, if you are looking for a League 2, you know, you can find them on iRacing League 2. But like Josh said and Josh said, well-structured league. That goes a long way in racing, just in general. I don't care. I can preach that till I turn blue. And I'm a hard stickler on structure. So if you're looking for a structure, come check these guys out, you know. And do you still race on Tuesday nights dirt yet, right?
Yeah, we run dirt every Tuesday as well. That goes in between the midgets and the UMP modifieds. We switch every week. I mean, if you go off car count, this is definitely my biggest surprise. I never expected, you know, I was expecting maybe 15, 20 cars, and tonight was our lowest car count. I think we still had, 22, 23 or something like that.
That's still a good car count.
27. Yeah.
Okay,
Still a good car count.
Exactly. That's a great, it really is.
Yeah, I mean, Daytona, the trucks, I think we opened with 34. The B cars, we had 40 expected to show up, and we ended up with, I think, 37 or 38. Last week with the trucks, I think we had another 34. So, I mean, I never would have expected this, you know, just coming from dirt, mainly for 2 seasons at our league. Me and Jake, who's actually in the booth with us now too, we talked about it. We're like, yeah, let's try it, see what happens. And then, like I said, we rolled into it Daytona, and we had, you know, over, I think, 55 people or so signed up, ready to go. And then, like I said, we got 34 racing. So, I mean, you guys helped out a lot too. It's without you guys, obviously, when we broadcasted, and I know some people like, you know, a broadcasted league, but it's a whole package deal. I mean, it's got to have good racing. And like I said, I think we've shown, for the most part, obviously, we can get some good racing in. You guys, like I said, I always love going back, watching the broadcast. I know Jake, he's probably sitting there watching right now, knowing him.
That's a fact.
It's just fun, man. I appreciate you guys to the end. And like I said, Zach, I like, you know, the kind words. It means a lot. I know Jake, if he heard him, he'd probably agree with me.
Well, we appreciate y'all for letting us put this show on for sure, because it's definitely a fun thing for us to do, man. It's nothing. It's more of a. It's not even. It doesn't feel like you're, you know, taking time out of your day when you come here and watch these races, because they're so attentive. So.
Yeah, especially when I'm yelling for Billy to win a race.
Yeah, Robert, that's probably my favorite finish of all time. If anybody ever wants to know, go check that broadcast out, because that's a classic. And then Robert should get a Grammy or whatever they give you for doing that stuff, because, man.
That's still my all-time favorite broadcast.
Yeah, I literally couldn't stop laughing for 2 minutes after that. I was like, I've never heard Robert, like, do anything like that. So it just came out of nowhere. It was awesome, though. I just let it go.
Hey, maybe at the end of the year we can do like a top 5 finish of the season, and that'll be number 1 just for the way he.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
That'd be really cool. I mean, that's something we have to look into for sure. That's actually something I've thought about too. That's a pretty cool idea.
Well, I love you guys.
We love listening to you, Robert.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, we do got Jake Boyer up here quick. I know we've been blabbing on here for a while, and we still got a good fan base out there yet watching. But is there anything you want to throw in there before we let you two guys go do your league stuff that you need to do here at the end of the race, Jake?
Oh, man, I just, you know, got released from that infield care center after that wreck that I had there on the front.
When you decided to try to go through the fence?
Yeah, it almost reminded me of Austin Dillon. The thing just stopped, and in VR, that was fun.
Yeah, I told everybody in the broadcast, I said I thought you were going to turn it into a space shuttle, but the fence said, thought twice about it.
Yeah, that was a hard hit for sure.
But yeah, I mean, don't forget also too, guys. I know we'll let you go, but you know, make sure you check out Flatline Grahix. They sponsor this series here on both series, actually, truck and the B cars. You can check them guys out on Facebook for any of your iRacing needs, paint jobs, logos, whatever. You know, anything that does with painting, I'm sure they can hook you up. You know, some way, some shape or form. So make sure you check them out. really nice paint jobs out there. Very, very nice that these guys do there. So, all right. Well, with that being said, we can let you guys two go unless Brian has anything else he wants to throw in there with you two.
No, that was all said very well.
No. He was drinking his soda.
That's all he does. Just kidding. We love you, Soda Can.
All right, Josh and Jake, we will let you go, and then we're going to roll through the unofficial results and not hang everybody up here for the rest of the night. So we will talk to you after the race here, guys.
Thank you, fellas.
Yeah, thank you guys.
All right, that was Jake, the series sponsor, Flatline Grahix, and Josh, the league owner. Like he said, check these guys out. Facebook, iRacing League's page over on iRacing. If you are a member of iRacing, if you're interested in checking in at iRacing, go to iRacing.com, check it out, see what it is. But with that being said, as Brian was drinking a whole bunch of soda and getting ready to run through this unofficial results here at NORA at Atlanta Motor Speedway. So you ready to run through these unofficial results here, bud?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
He's ready.
All right, so tonight your winner is going to be Ethan Lane. Right behind him in second, his teammate there is going to be Donald Etcher. Bryce Woodson Jr. third. Nicholas Alford fourth. Josh Conover fifth. Jim Chisholm sixth. Scotty Brown 7th, David Keynes 8th, Tyler Duggan 9th, Zach Gaudette 10th, Stephen Armstrong 11th, Colin Hoffman 12th, Roy Crump 13th, Cameron Thompson 14th, Jacob Boyer 15th, Scott Marlin 16th, Nick Van 17th, Keith Hatcher 18th, Jason Salter 19th, Blake Brady 20th, Carson Ogg 21st, Billy Stanley 22nd, Craig Schroeder, 23rd, Stephen Dean, 24th, Ed Sauls, 25th, Cody Smith, 26th, and Cody Hall is going to be 27th.
All right, that's our unofficial results here at NORA, here at, like I said, at Atlanta Motor Speedway, where these drivers got freaky fast and tried to take the fence out and everything else from flipping and hitting a little bit, but overall, really, really great racing. So before we let everybody go here, your final thoughts here tonight, gentlemen, on tonight's race.
Well, I'll go first, I guess. What a great race. Congrats to Ethan Lane on his victory. Great racing overall. Awesome finish from Bryce Whitson Jr. in third right there. So just a really great overall race. We got some really cool insight there from owners and stuff. And really, the only thing I can say is tune in this Saturday for Pocono. It's the Sim Graphics Racing 500, or 250. My bad, not 500. Whew.
Yep.
At Racing Freaks, and we'll be crowning a champion there. I think that man may be sitting here. He might end it right here. This talking. He's got a pretty good points lead, but also come and check out my paint scheme that I'm running this Saturday. It's gonna be a surprise for everybody. So if you want to see a cool paint scheme this Saturday, come check it out. The number 24 Machine Zach Hall. Hopefully we'll be in victory lane at Pocono too, maybe with the championship if this man chokes, but I'll leave it up to Brian now first.
Oh, that paint scheme is even a surprise to me because I don't even know what that is.
That's right, nobody does.
Interesting. I will be excited. But yeah, tonight's race was great. It was fantastic. It's a classic Atlanta race where it's got really good long green flag racing, and it always has an exciting ending. Next week, Las Vegas is going to be really, really cool. It's a similar track, but a little different driving style. So it's going to be interesting to see if the top 5 here tonight can do a repeat of next week. And tonight was really cool getting to listen to Josh and Jake, right? Jake Boyer? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Just get their thoughts on everything, get a little exposure. So, yeah, it's awesome. Looking forward to next week.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm looking forward to next week, too, to roll my dice and see if I can gamble. No, joking. Not physically. I'm going to do the virtual I'll play Texas Hold'em on my phone while we're racing. Say do virtual money or whatever. But hey, yeah, I mean, my final thoughts. You guys said it. This league is awesome. Comes down very clean driving, respectful driving. But I like to say thank you to everybody out there who has tuned in and watched us through the last 2 hours. We do appreciate it, and everybody that stayed here to the end. We much appreciate it. Again, check these guys out. But like Zach said, we will be live again Saturday night, 9:30 Eastern Time at Racing Freak Sim Racing. And yes, Billy Stanley will be in the field at Racing Freak. So make sure you come out and support him and all the other league drivers in both leagues, this league and any league that we go live at. The drivers, some drivers get tickled pink about that. It's a cool thing. So, but and then next week starts, I believe, the real racing in real life, ain't it? Or is that 2 weeks away? Does Daytona start next week?
February 17th.
So
is the Daytona 500. So that is
week away.
We only have 3 Sundays.
3 Sundays. Okay.
So,
well, when's the Bud Shootout? Not this Thursday. Next Thursday.
It's Sunday. No, it's Sunday.
It goes Super Bowl Shootout Daytona 500.
There you go. All right. I'm a little far ahead of my schedule.
We got 3
there.
classic Sundays.
Oh, yep. Okay. All right.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Yeah. So until we hit March Madness, and that's a whole different story. So all right. Well, until next time, you got ladies and gentlemen tune in. But here at FreekyFast Broadcasting, Zach Hall, Brian Johnson, we much appreciated, and we are going to let you go as we rambled on for about 20 minutes now. So we'll see you in the next one, and until then, God bless. Be safe. Peace out.
Right back.